Living in Spirit. Living in Spirit, Rahul Kumar Jain.
What if I told you today is your birthday? What if I told you today's Valentine's? Would you act or behave any different? I wouldn't. And let me explain you why. Good morning, contestants, contestant, Toastmasters, and guests. One of the biggest mysteries of my life has been the date I was born. All through my life, I've been celebrating my birth date on a specific date, while the date on my birth certificate is something different. But as they say, love changes your present, marriage changes your future. But in my case, it also changed my past. While going for the proposal for my marriage, while matching the horoscopes, they requested me to actually find out what is the actual date of birth that I was actually born on. And that took me back 23 years to the hospital that I was born, to the moments that occurred while I was born. And after a lot of consultations here and there, I finally got to know that I was actually born on the date which was mentioned on my birth certificate. Bang, I had a new birth date. But what really surprised me was the fact that why was I so excited and elated on a day I was not born for 23 years, which I was celebrating as my birth date? Now that's hit the nail on my head, making me question, is it that a certain date makes our life special? Or is it just a thought process in our mind of how we imbibe that spirit on a certain date and live our lives in those moments, like a birthday or some other date? And that's where things changed. I started to celebrate my birthday on the actual date I was born. And then I had two birth dates that I was celebrating my birthday on. With friends, I didn't bother to explain all the story that went behind, and with family on another day that I was actually born. So that got me thinking about not just the birthday, but also the other special days that you have in your life, the anniversaries, the Mother's Day, the New Year, Diwali, Ramzan, whatever festivities that you celebrate. Let me ask you, isn't your mother a day before Mother's Day? Isn't your friend a day before Friendship Day? Need not be true about your Valentine, though, I understand. But the fact that what is it that's changing on 1st of January that wasn't on the 31st of December? That you start making resolutions, that you start making plans to bring about change because you believe that one day is what is going to change. But the reality is, nothing is changing except for the spirit that you're living that day in your mind. And that's where things changed. Things changed to me because I started to realize and look for the real spirit behind every celebration that we have in the daily moments. Because the true spirit of anything that you wish to celebrate and you feel your life for is in the smaller moments, the daily moments where you're exhibiting that spirit rather than those grand celebrations that we have during those specific special days that you assign them to. And things changed. I started to make the bed tea for my wife every more often. I started to give her a rose more often than just a Valentine. You know, it's not just romantic, also economic. I started to hold the hand of my mother while I'm going in the mall, not just on a Mother's Day, but like I used to with her while I was a young kid, and cherish the experience that she's my mother and have the gratitude for that. Same with friends. I didn't wait for a friendship day to call my friend. I picked up the call anytime a flash of memory came to my mind that this is how my life is and this is I'm grateful for. And that's where things changed. Things changed because I started to live each of these moments not on a special day, but on a daily basis. And that's where things changed. But do you know what really cemented this idea deep within me? Deep within me, this idea was cemented by death. Death. Because One fine day, I was listening to my professor giving a lecture. The other day, I was listening to the sermons at his funeral. On one fine day, I was laughing out loud with my friend. The other day, I could not console him for the loss. I could not console his mother for the loss of his child. And that's where this hit me, that we often lead our entire life waiting for special days, waiting for days to celebrate and express our gratitude or the feeling that we have for that special day. But the irony of life is that life, you know the birthday, but you don't know the death date. And that's where it sealed and cemented this idea that we never know what's coming up next. You never know what's going to happen next. So I didn't wait for special days because I know the pain that I have, that I could not express my gratitude because I was waiting for Teachers' Day. I could not express and hug my friend and tell her how thankful I am for having in my life because Friendship Day was a few more months away. And that's where you got to think about it, of how you are living the moments in your life, the moments that matter in your life on a daily basis. Because what remains within you or what you experience as a moment on a specific day or a special day or an occasion is purely momentary. What remains within you after a week, after a month, after a few months is what is its true spirit. And that's where you have to live by that spirit. By the way, did I share my birth date with you? No, because I am living in spirit. Thank you. Over to you,